Alright guys, this is my first YouTube live. I've never done it before. I'm actually MichaelLeonard183 over on TikTok. And when I woke up this morning, I went to log into my account. Everything was alright. It was running good. I logged out. Well, I didn't even log out. I just navigated away. And when I came back, it said that I was signed out. So when I signed back in, I learned that my TikTok account was permanently banned. And for absolutely no reason. They were saying that it was banned because of misinformation. When number one, it wasn't misinformation. It was actually the truth. But just to be safe, I even put for entertainment purposes only. And I made sure that what I was describing was just my own personal theory. Not one time did I go on there and say that what I was saying was factual, because that wasn't the case at all. It seems to be a big thing right now when people are talking about the New Jersey drones and how they are a worldwide event. It's not localized to just New Jersey. But it appears that when you start posting things and you may be getting closer to the truth, they're wiping accounts out. They're permanently banning them. So what I'm going to need from you guys and girls is, number one, I do know that TikTok was going to be permanently banned on January 19th of 2024. So if you're watching, I would really appreciate if you would hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and click on the bell so you'll know when I post new videos. I was trying to get my crowd, my followers over here to YouTube before they banned me, and that was really difficult. When I last checked, I had like 16,100 followers over there, and now they banned my account. Now, I did post an appeal, so I'm hoping that my appeal will go through and I'll have my account back. So those of you that are subscribed to me right now and you have come from my TikTok, that's what's going on right now. They banned my account. All I was doing was telling the truth. And on TikTok, you have to say for entertainment purposes only, even when you're telling the truth. And what I was saying, guys, is this. If you want to know what's really going on with the UAPs, the drones in New Jersey, it's one of two things right now. And I see a lot of you coming in here. If you could go ahead and subscribe to me, guys. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It would really help me out a lot. I got a lot of good content coming your way. I had over 16,000 followers on TikTok, and I actually have a lot of people from New Jersey that I'm going to be interviewing, and I also got photos and videos that have been sent to me. So I'm going to be presenting all of that on this channel. Now, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but what I was saying is when they banned me, a theory of mine, this is not anything based on fact, okay? Chris, my content is pretty much whatever's in the news. I try to bring as much accurate information as possible, and right now it's the drone situation. But what I was saying is, one of my theories about what's going on in New Jersey is I believe that there may be a weapon of mass destruction that went rogue. There was a nuclear bomb that was coming from Ukraine, and it was heading to the United States, and now they do not know where it's at. From what I'm hearing, there are several nuclear bombs that are missing. So what these drones might be doing is they might be scanning the area trying to sniff out some kind of a dirty bomb or a nuclear warhead. I did hear that there were radiation signatures in New York and New Jersey. Whatever that means, I don't know. maybe the levels were above the norm. I'm not sure, don't take that to the bank, but that's what I'm hearing. So they very well may be looking for a nuclear warhead or a dirty bomb, a weapon of mass destruction. And guys, I don't know that for sure. But there's so many possibilities about what's really going on. And our government, the Pentagon, the DOD, nobody is giving the people any kind of information. They're letting them panic, and mass hysteria is setting in now. There are videos that I've seen of people filming what is clearly an airplane in the sky, and they're awestruck saying that it's a UFO. It's almost as if they never walked outside and looked up in the sky. It's crazy. So yes, mass hysteria is taking place, but there is something real going on. Now, what I was saying about, that might be our military sniffing out some kind of a bomb, there are also some objects in the sky that do not resemble terrestrial craft, okay? For example, orbs. Orbs that are moving in zigzag formations in ways that the technology that we have could not do. Not only that, there are videos online. And guys, you got to be careful because this is a very popular topic. So there are a lot of people that want subscribers and followers. So they're taking images, they're faking them, and they're trying to say that it has something to do with what's going on right now. So you got to be careful. But some of these images, these videos, you could clearly see these orbs of light morphing into an airplane and then flying away. So you would have a stationary orb, and then it would start glowing, and it looked like it was spinning, and then it would turn into an airplane or a drone and then fly away. So could this be aliens? It's possible. Right now, based on everything that I've seen, that I've researched, I'm going to tell you right now, I believe it's one of two things. Just one of two. I believe it's A, our military is searching for a weapon of mass destruction, and that's what you're seeing flying over the city. But I also believe that there might be aliens up there as well. Perhaps they might even be helping to intervene with this situation. So it's either A, we are looking for a bomb with the assistance of ET, or B, it's ET. And some of them drones that you're seeing up there is us, and they're trying to figure out what they're doing. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's insane. Who would have ever thought we would be living in a time like this? Who would have thought that? If you could just go back to 1 year ago, and you could go back and visit yourself 1 year ago, and you were to tell yourself, hey, in 1 year, there's going to be all these UAPs in the sky, the government's going to recognize them, they're going to know that it's real, but they're not going to have an explanation for it, and it's going to be all over the news, and it's going to be lasting longer than 1 month. I would have never believed that. But here we are. Here we are. If any of you guys that are logging in, if you're from the New Jersey area, or even if you're not from the New Jersey area, if you're seeing these drones, put a comment in the, put a post in the comment, and comment, let me know where you're at, because this is a worldwide event. This isn't localized to New Jersey. This is happening in Australia, it's happening in China, Russia, different states throughout the United States. What do you guys think it is? Do you think that this is a foreign adversary that's coming over here doing some reconnaissance, and they're going to, you know, battle prepping, so to speak? Or do you believe that there is a weapon of mass destruction and that they are searching for it right now? Or do you think that some things of what we are seeing in the sky, could they possibly be real UFOs? And if so, what do they want? Why are they here? You're getting a lot of reports, guys, that are saying these objects are coming out of the ocean. And you know how big it is right now, the topic about USOs? The craft that are coming out of the water? What the Navy's talking about? Just recently at those congressional hearings, what they were talking about? And now you got sheriffs saying 50 of these things were coming out of the ocean. Then you had the Coast Guard, I think they said 14 of these anomalies in the sky followed their boat. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But I will say this. Whatever it is or whoever it is, they don't mind being seen. They really don't. Because if they minded, they wouldn't have their lights on. It's almost as if they want us to see. I would have never thought that we would be living in a time like this. I would have never thought that. Yeah, I couldn't believe they actually banned my account. Permanently banned my account. I had over 16,000 followers. And I was providing the most accurate information that I possibly could. And every time I updated my followers, I always made sure that I said, these are my theories and why. That this is not fact because I don't know what's going on. These are only my theories. Because I would never lead anybody astray, purposely. And if I ever put something out there and it ended up being fictitious, I would come back and I would correct it. I would never do anything like that on purpose. Randy, why would aliens even want to talk to us? I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't appear like they are talking to us, though. They're just showing themselves. And for decades now, I believe that the government has had us on a slow drip, so to speak, for disclosure. Because they're slowly revealing to us, slowly admitting that aliens exist and these craft are flying in our skies. Because when I'm looking at all of this going on around the world, all the sightings, all the videos, all the testimonies of personal accounts, I'm not scared. So it's working. That slow drip of disclosure is definitely working. It's almost as if we've become used to the topic, even at times becoming numb to it. Well, Randy, I'll tell you this. It's definitely not, the phenomena is not fake. I can tell you that right now. This is really happening. We just don't know what it is. We don't know if it's a foreign adversary. We don't know if it's aliens. We don't know if it's our own government, perhaps sniffing out a weapon of mass destruction. We don't know. But the event itself is real. Now, one thing that stood out to me, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in September of this year, 2024, the internet went wild because the James Webb Telescope had detected something. It detected several large anomalies And these objects, whatever they were, course corrected themselves. And now we're heading towards planet Earth. And they said based on the speed that they would probably arrive here by 2027, but that it could be much sooner than that. So it makes me wonder if what we're seeing in the sky right now may be actual like probes that have they send out these drones to do reconnaissance and see what's going on planet Earth. That there might be some sort of a mothership in the atmosphere. Perhaps what the James Webb Telescope picked up, maybe that's what's here right now. And our government don't know what to say. So they're just observing the aliens right now, just wondering what they're going to do. And they do not know what to tell the public. I do know that the Congresswoman Luna, she was very optimistic about getting full disclosure out. And they went into a 3-hour skiff. And like I said, her demeanor was really good. She really wanted this information. She was excited. And after coming out of the skiff, she no longer referred to aliens as alien beings. Now, Luna says that these so-called aliens, that they're angels and demons, interdimensional entities. That's what she called them. And apparently, these so-called aliens are telling the government, that they created us and that religion is false. Christianity is false. There is no God. So think about that, guys. Could this be demons? Could extraterrestrials, what we call aliens, could they actually be demons? Because if you look back at biblical photos, you'll see images that clearly depict UFOs. And then descriptions and Bible stories. Steve, you said they are not human controlled. You mean the drones? What I believe right now is that some of the craft that you were seeing in the sky, that they belong to the United States military. Okay? But I also believe, based on videos that I've seen of orbs floating in the sky, not moving, and then morphing into airplanes or even drones, and then flying away, I believe that that's ET. I really do. I believe that you're seeing the United States military observe these ET craft. And they don't know what to tell the American public, because like I said, if aliens were to come down here and they were to say, you know, something like, if they start using language like, you're never going to advance to your fullest potential until you leave religion behind, or that they created us, or that there's no God, that kind of language is an immediate red flag to me. If these beings come down here and they were saying something like that, I would say that they were demons. But yeah, this is my first live that I've ever done on YouTube. I didn't even really do that many lives over on TikTok. But I did a video on the December 3rd when the Hotbot program predicted that there was going to be an alien war in the sky. Well, that video got over 500,000 views. And TikTok actually asked me to go live because my video was trending. And guys, I went from like 3,000 followers to 16-something thousand. And this is what people have been wanting to hear about. And when you start talking about this kind of stuff, they're removing accounts. They're banning certain social media accounts. They're straight up lying about your violations. Nope, definitely not that. You know what? It's funny though, Ignited, because if I were to wear a white one, that's what they would say. I'd wear a black one, they would say, demonic. And, oh man, there's just so many. You can't go right with your costume, whatever color it is or anything like that. They'll always have some kind of funny thing to say about it. Like I said earlier, I believe that some of them are ET, and I also believe that some of them are the United States military, and we're observing them. Hey, Squats, thank you for coming in, man. I got some news for you. They permanently banned my TikTok account today. They said that I was posting misinformation, even though I posted and said for entertainment purposes only. And not only that, but I did not present anything as fact. I said that it was my own personal opinion, and they still banned me.
And theory.
Now I did go on there, and I did appeal it. So I'm waiting to see if I could actually get my account back or not, which is crazy because, like I was saying earlier, I have over 16,000 followers on there. One thing about TikTok though, and come January 19th, it's probably going to be banned anyways, but I was monetized on there, and I was actually getting paid for my work. I was getting paid for my videos. I never thought that I would ever get to that level, but I did. And then they take it all away just like that. That's why I'm on here right now on YouTube, and I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys would do me a huge favor and click subscribe, I would really appreciate that, because I have a lot of good videos that'll be coming your way, especially if my TikTok account is banned forever. I'll have nothing but time for YouTube content. The remote review channel talked about this before it happened. So there was a remote viewing group that saw these drones. Is that what you're talking about? Thank you, Vintage. I appreciate that. I really do. What did they say? Did they say, was there like a conclusion? Or did they say what this was? Or they think an alien? Or what are they saying about that? I'm very curious. Yeah, very true. Quantum, very true. Hey, Squats, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Just try to send them over to my YouTube channel. It really sucks because I was just starting to advertise my my YouTube channel right before they sent me packing. Vintage, I don't know, man. I really don't know. You ask, why do some lights, orbs, disappear into the ocean? I don't know. I really don't. It's almost as if they have some sort of a base, maybe even a city, under the ocean. It seems to be that there are way more UFO sightings coming up out of the ocean than coming out of the sky. I don't know what's down there. I mean, if you think about it, we have only discovered about 5% of the ocean. 5%, guys. We know more about the moon than we do our own oceans. So is it possible that there could be some sort of a base or even a city under the water, and these aliens are coming out of that? Absolutely. Right now, anything is possible. I'm not waving anything off, or I'm not writing anything off. But yes, like I was saying earlier too, I do have a lot of people that were reaching out to me from New Jersey. So I'm doing a video today that I'm going to be posting, and you're going to see a lot of images. I got a lot of images that I'm going to be showing, and I'm trying to get the background of these photos. Now, these photos were captured in Tennessee, actually. This is not a New Jersey event. It may have began in New Jersey.
No, it didn't.
But it's a worldwide event. That said, there are basically two groups of ET. The current event has been planned by the good extraterrestrials. Something bad about to happen, and they don't want that to be the first time we see them. When the skib or step, so they're saying that something is going on, something's coming, and they're trying to do something good. Are there bad and good? Is that what you're saying? Are there bad and good ETs here right now? Well, Ignited, that's one thing that stands out to me about what you said, because if you think back to a lot of UFO sightings, a lot of these craft seem to appear over nuclear bases, and these UFOs have been described shutting down our nuclear missiles, and even turning them back on for that matter. And what I really wonder here is, never before have we been so close to an all-out nuclear conflict that maybe, just maybe, they know this and they're coming to intervene to prevent that from actually happening. Yeah, this whole thing, guys, what's going on right now, I would have never believed it. If somebody told me a year ago that this is what we would be going through in December of 2024, I would have never believed it. It just seems like the world is angry right now. Like something's about to come to a head. And I don't know what that is. But we're all in it together. Yeah, vintage me either, man. And for those of you that are watching this live after it's already been posted to a video, I'll read what people are saying, because when you hear me just respond to them, you're not gonna have any substance to what I was saying. Vintage says, I never would have ever thought to see UFOs like this. And I totally agree with him. I would have never thought that either. But here we are. Ignited, it shouldn't be the first time we see them. Or it shouldn't be the first time we seeing them when they step in to save the day. So, is there a bad race of aliens that are trying to do harm to the Earth? And there's about to be some sort of a galactic conflict, so to speak? to prevent that from happening? I just think it's absolutely crazy that the Pentagon and the White House still come on there and just say the most ridiculous things and totally downplay this. They act like we're children and we can't handle reality. By not saying anything at all, they're letting the internet go buck wild right now. People are starting to get scared. People are scared. People are panicking. Do you guys remember the book or the radio show about the UFOs back in the day? I forget what year that was, but there was a radio station, and they played a program, and it was basically about an alien invasion. Well, there were people going out and that couldn't take it and offing themselves because of that. The public went crazy, and that's like what's going on right now. But one thing I wanted to say to you guys, okay? If you see one of these so-called drones in the sky, do not shoot at them. Think about it for a minute. Number one, let's say those drones are our military and they are sniffing out a weapon of mass destruction. You're endangering the life of that pilot and people on the ground. If that drone were to crash and explode on somebody's house or a car. So don't do that. Leave that to the authorities, because there are videos going around. There's actually a hilarious one, I'm not going to lie. The Freebird song's playing and you just see this guy blasting away at a drone. But the drone kept going. I don't know if he hit it or not. It looked like he did a couple times, but don't do that, because if that is us, we don't want to hurt them. And even if it wasn't us, we don't want to bring something down on somebody's house, something like that. So please, for the love of God, do not shoot at these. And what about if it is aliens, and then you start shooting at them, and then they came in peace? Well, they might not be so peaceful after that. Hancock, you say 1938 radio station played War of the Worlds and everyone lost their minds. Much respect for Cincinnati, Ohio. From Cincinnati, Ohio, brother. Nice to meet you, bud. I appreciate you coming in here. I don't know if you're from my TikTok, but I was MichaelLeonard183 on there as well. I've been speaking on this for a while about the drones, and today they permanently banned my account. I do have an appeal in there, so I'm hoping I get it back. But it just seems like the closer you get to the truth, they just start, they push back on you. So, content creators like myself, when we come on here, and let's say we're making a living from doing this, when we try to get you guys the truth, we literally risk our jobs to tell you guys what's really going on. The Foresight, this is what Ignited's saying, guys. The Farsight remote viewers said that there will be a domestic military engagement in the U.S. mainland this coming February. What I'm trying to understand, Ignited, is this like, are you talking about humans versus aliens in this? Is that what they're trying to say? I'm very curious about that. Where did you see these remote viewers? Human versus human. Okay, so what they're saying then, if I get this right, are you saying that it's going to be human versus human, and that aliens are going to come in and intervene before we basically destroy the planet? Yep, the truth shall set us free. But I'm not going to be on here long, guys. I just wanted to come on and let everybody know, especially if you had migrated from my TikTok over here to my YouTube, that I am permanently banned over there. I do have an appeal in, and I would appreciate you guys that are still on TikTok if you could let everybody know my YouTube channel so they could come over here. I was just starting to promote this YouTube account, and before I could really promote it thoroughly, I got permanently banned. Thank you, Vintage. I appreciate it, man. I never even used to really go live on TikTok either until my video had over 500,000 views, and they wanted me to go live because my video was trending. And after I went live, everybody just wanted me to keep coming back on. But one thing I have planned for the end of January that I was going to have on a TikTok live, I'm going to be bringing James Fox on, and we're going to be talking about this uptick in UAP sightings, the drones, all of that. I've known him from being on Joe Rogan and doing different podcasts and stuff. He seems to be the man of the hour nowadays when it comes to UFOs and aliens. So I would like to bring him on and talk about all that. But those of you that haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate it if you do, because if I am permanently banned on TikTok, this is where I'll be. I'm not going to stop. I'll keep bringing you guys the information. You know, sometimes we might have to speak in code. Sometimes, even when we're saying the truth, sometimes we have to say for entertainment purposes only. But you guys know the drill. You know what that means. It's just if we don't say that, boom, permanently banned. That's why I kind of feel like I will get my TikTok back, because I did not break any guidelines when it come down to that. So I did appeal it. Maybe when I get off here and check it, I'll know that I'm back on. I don't know. Yeah, I know, Squatch. I know. I got a lot of videos on there, a lot of really good ones. But I will be doing a video here. Actually, I got a video due out right here on YouTube. It was actually going to go to my TikTok, but now I'm going to post it here on YouTube. So look for that, guys, in a couple of hours. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good video, a lot of updates, and I'm going to be showing some new photos of some things that were captured in Tennessee. So I'm going to be displaying all of that. So I'd appreciate if you guys, you know, when you come on and you watch my videos, if you could just hit the like button and comment. When you do that, it not only lets me know that I'm putting out the right type of content, and that's what you guys want to see, but the more you comment and the more you like the video, the more YouTube will put the video out there to the world. So it makes it easier for people to find. So I really appreciate that, guys. I really do. But I'm gonna keep going live on here on YouTube. I'm gonna go live as many times that I can. I will be doing guests. Like I said, James Fox is the first guest that I'm gonna have on. But I'll also have other guests on as well. And I'll be talking about a variety of topics. It's not just going to be UFOs and aliens. I'm going to try to stick with current events. But it's a very diverse world out there. So I can't just stick to one topic. But whatever topic I talk on, I want to bring the most factual information regarding that topic to you guys that I can. That's one of the reality. That's one of the main things people ask me is why I wear a mask or am I anonymous and all this other stuff. And I will tell you this, like I was saying earlier, my video had over 500,000 views. Many of them are well over 100,000 views. When you get that many eyes on you, you don't want people to see your face. I don't desire fame or clout or anything like that. I want to be able to, when I go to a grocery store, to walk up and down the aisles and nobody say, oh, here you are from YouTube. I don't want that. That's not me. I don't want that attention. So that's why I wear my mask. I don't want people to know who I am. There's no drones, you're saying, comments before you? Well, they might not be drones, but there's definitely objects in the sky. Are you trying to say that the whole drone situation is fictitious? Because that's definitely not the case, bud. I don't know where you're from, but if you're not up to speed on what's going on around the entire world, but they're mainly focusing on New Jersey, you need to brush up on the news right now, because I think we're in one of the most important times in human history right now. Outside of when Jesus Christ was born and died on the cross, I believe this is the most significant moment in human history right now where we're at. Comments, it is going on. You're probably just trolling right now. This is definitely real. It's definitely going on. We just don't know what it is. No, I'm not anticipating anything. I'm saying that with the mass UAP sightings that are going around the world right now, and the mainstream media is even covering this, thousands upon thousands of witnesses, videos and photos, and what these anomalies are doing and how they're performing in the sky. We are living in one of the most significant moments in human history right now. We literally might be on the eve of full disclosure. We might be about to meet an alien race for the first time. We've always wondered about it. We've always asked ourselves, are we the only ones in the universe? Are UFOs real? Are aliens real? If they are, where did they come from? What would they do if they got here? We might be that might be our reality, guys. And that's not fictitious. That's as real as it gets. High-speed revolution, you say, have you heard about the Faye, Guts, and Bernie Kerr's commissions? I have no idea what you're talking about, but I would like to know what you mean. Thank you, Squatch. I appreciate it. Yeah, Squatch sent me a bunch of photos of Bigfoot, or searching for Bigfoot, and for some reason I was unable to open them. I don't know why. He sent me a whole bunch of photos that I would really like to see. But in future, depending on where we're at, because I don't know what's going to happen with the UFOs that are in the sky right now, but eventually, if life goes on as normal, I'm going to have different guests on, and I'm going to cover a variety of topics. I want to be very diverse. You know, comments, that's funny that you say that, because what's weird about what's going on, and what you say is completely, you got weight to what you said. But what's being said is that when people are trying to film these things, right now that the images and videos are coming out grainy. And people are getting very frustrated because it looks like they're trying to fake something when they're not. And I will tell you this, that when my girlfriend and I were coming home from a doctor visit the other day, she seen something when we're in the car, she seen something in the sky, and when I looked at it, whatever it was silverish white, and it was just hovering in the sky. She reached over to grab her phone because she had never seen anything like this and has always wanted to. She got her phone and it disappeared. It was gone. So for me to come on here and say, hey, this is what we saw, you don't even know me and you're being forced to take my word for it. If you guys don't physically see it with your own two eyes, then it doesn't really exist. But to her and I, it does. And it really did happen. That's what's frustrating, is when you see something like that, but you have no proof, and people don't believe you. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take that experience that her and I shared together, because we know that it was real and that it did happen. Comments, I'm not even really going to reply to you, bud, because that's the thing. I could say whatever I want, and you're just going to keep throwing out there that I'm lying or I didn't see anything. And there's absolutely no way that you or I can prove that either one of us are right. So I won't engage with you anymore, my friend. Squats, I've tried to record them with my night vision and it shut off. I got a different device and the object moved fast. See, and the guy comments on here, you know, they're not going to believe when you say that, Squats. And even though it's 100% legit, you can't satisfy everyone. I believe they're real, and I do believe they're among us as well. MC says, everybody screaming that the military should know what's going on, but our military does not operate on our home shores, except for NORAD, which is based over on the west coast looking for missiles. I think the government does know what's going on. I just don't think that they can explain it. Well, they might know what it is. They might not know the intent. Like if this is extraterrestrials, they would know that they're there, but they might not know what's going on. Somehow, though, I think that the potential for a nuclear conflict with Russia or China, I believe that these aliens have come here, or at least come out of the woodwork, so to speak, to maybe prevent that from happening. Because, like I said earlier, you have heard how they would shut down nuclear facilities. So they seem to be very interested in anything that has the word nuclear attached to it. Yeah, that's funny how he's just saying everything is fine in the world when it's not. And I didn't say that we were in a nuclear conflict. There's the major potential of a nuclear war. And if you're not aware of that, then A, you're either trolling, or B, you must be living under a rock, because we have never been more closer to a nuclear war than where we are right now. There are nuclear missiles that are missing that were heading to the United States. Those drones in the sky of New Jersey, they may be trying to sniff out a dirty bomb, a nuclear weapon. And what's scary is you were seeing all these drones in New Jersey, okay? And now it's spreading out into Pennsylvania, into New York, but you hear about it all over the world too. So if that's the case, and they're trying to sniff out nuclear weapons, is it possible all the people that crossed illegally into the United States, if you see a Super Bowl stadium full of fans, that's how many people crossed illegally into the States every single day. So with these nuclear warheads missing, and we're talking about suitcase nukes. If you know what that is, if you don't know what that is, go look it up. A suitcase nuke, it's exactly what it is. A nuclear bomb in a suitcase, sat somewhere to go off. Can you imagine if there are suitcase nuclear warheads spread out throughout the entire world, and all at once they set them off? That would be apocalyptic. It's scary, guys. It's really scary. I think right now, in all honesty, I would rather it be aliens than a foreign adversary or some sort of terrorism. And those of you that are just getting in here, if you guys could subscribe to my channel and hit like on the video, I would really appreciate it. I was over on TikTok. I had over 16,000 followers. I was updating this whole New Jersey drone situation and explaining how it's a worldwide event. And my account got permanently banned this afternoon. I do have it up for appeal, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, it's extremely alarming to think that there are nuclear warheads that are missing right now. So somebody could just smuggle one into New York City, put it in the middle of town, and then the entire city is gone. The amount of apocalyptic devastation that would unfold if somebody were to do this, it would cripple the United States. And how would we respond to that? Because with terrorism, it's not like we could just say, oh, it's coming from this country or it's coming from that country. How would we defend ourselves? How would we zero in on the enemy? Actually, not true. I definitely don't want anything like that happening. Swade, go look it up. It's actually all over the news. Even on Fox News they were talking about this. Yeah, Kenton, that it's very true and it's scary. Oh, you're okay. Well, thank you for your service. What's your opinion about what's going on? Do you think that these drones are our military and they're trying to sniff out a nuclear warhead? Yeah, exactly. It's all over the news. See, Comments is on here trolling. Scary. And guys, I gotta look away for a second because I cannot vape on here. If I vape, they'll take my live down. I think it's the dumbest thing. So just keep talking amongst yourselves for a second and give me 1 second here because I gotta lift this mask up too, man. Because I'll tell you what, It gets so hot under this thing. And I didn't even plan on going live here today, but they banned my account on TikTok, so I wanted to come on here and let all of you guys know what's going on and why I'm not there. So give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'm still right here, guys. I gotta vape for a second and just let some cool air hit my face. All I'm trying to do is bring you guys the most accurate information that I possibly can. It doesn't matter to me if people troll on me or anything like that. It doesn't matter. The people need to know what's really going on. And if I'm going to be trolled for saying what's really going on, and so be it. Sorry about that, guys. The military has the funny way of saying it's not us, but it is us. Yes, very, very true. I heard you can't, Squats. I know on TikTok you can't.
You cannot.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. Yeah, I feel you in that state, man. I just don't want to take any chances because I put so much work into my TikTok account, and for it to just get scrubbed like that, that's insane. Quick, I've never seen images of these drones, and they are. I've seen some images of these drones, and they are not normal. These are some very advanced technologies, either black, protect tech, or alien tech. Scary times. It is. And in a way, what I truly feel is that some of the craft that we're seeing in the sky, that it is us, and I believe others are ET in origin, because you got images of orbs in the sky that are just stationary, sitting still, and then they will morph into an airplane or a drone and fly away. The ban happened today, Squats. Yeah, I was on there earlier and I was able to get in, and I went to look at something, I forget what it was, and it said that I had been signed out, so I signed back in, and I got a notification that I was permanently banned. It did give me an option to appeal it, and I did. And if you notice, the last couple of nights, I was just starting to try to get people from my TikTok account to come over here. So if you pass the word over there, man, I would really appreciate it. I really do. But that's going to be it for now, guys. I will try to get back on here maybe later tonight. And I do got another video that I'm going to be posting on here soon. So those of you that ain't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe. I got a lot more information that I'm going to be posting on here. I'm not going to give you any BS. I'm going to try to provide as much factual information that I can, because we really want to know what's going on. Enough of the gaslighting. Enough of the deflecting the truth. Enough of them saying that we're not able to handle the truth, because we are. And we have the right to know the truth. Because guess what? It's our lives, okay? And it's our families' lives. They have no right to say, hey, how valuable or unvaluable we are. And that's what it seems like they're doing right now. It's not right. God bless you too, or Godspeed. You guys and girls have a good night or a good day. I really appreciate you all coming on. Hit that subscribe button. I will be posting more information on here later in a live. and I also will be, well, I'm going to try to go live, but I got another video I'm going to be launching on here too. So if you guys are from my TikTok account, I would appreciate if you go over there and pass the word that I've been permanently banned. Try to get them over here, guys. I need your help, I really do. But you guys have a good one, and God bless you all. Take care.